Welcome to Ignite Show. My name is Jean-Pierre Mazimhaka. I am your host. Today, we have a special guest in the studio. His name is Niyomugabo Jean-Claude. He is a young agri-entrepreneur. He has graduated from the University of Conservation Agriculture, RICA in Bugesera. And he has been doing amazing job in agriculture influencing, telling young people to join the agriculture sector, advocating for agriculture in general. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
I say the very few about you. What have I missed in your introduction?
I think that you have highlighted almost everything, but maybe I need to add more about influencing
Okay.
and how I'm trying to change the negative narratives of agriculture by using social media to make sure that young people can see agriculture as a ways of generating money, as a ways of making employment, more than a ways of, living. Yes.
First of all, let's start from there. Why did you choose agriculture? Was it by accident? Did your parents tell you to go study agriculture, especially conservation agriculture? Why? How did you land in that university?
Okay, yeah, thank you so much for the wonderful question. And I think that it is one of the questions that most of the people ask me because maybe I can start by my journey of school, starting from primary school, high school, and then
Sure,
to
sure.
university. So I did physics, chemistry, and biology in the advanced level. And then I graduated with highest marks in the country. And I remember that I became the second, I got the second prize for chemistry on the national level.
Oh,
And I was admitted to medicine, to bachelor's of medicine. And when I get a chance to teach chemistry in a gap year after high school, so I was able to travel to different areas to see what challenge are facing different people. And then I realized that most of those people in the rural areas are facing the challenge of not having access to high productivity of their produce. And then I said that okay, it's better for me to choose something which can, support more people. And when I realized about between medicine and agriculture, I said that, okay, I need to go and do agriculture. And from that, I wanted something which can combine agriculture as a science as well as business. And then I said that, okay, when I go to Rwanda Institute for Conservation Agriculture, it will be better for me to have agriculture as a science, as a business, and communication as well as leadership. So those a combination of those four things was the one which encouraged me to do agriculture.
thank you very much. Let me come back to your journey as an agri-entrepreneur, first of all, and a social media influencer. How did it come? You are among the first cohort of the university, and you emerged as a flag. Or how can I say it? You you emerged among the well-known graduates from that school, and you were a class of 60 or 40. I don't remember well, but how did you manage to be on top and start agriculture influencing?
Okay, yeah, thank you so much. Back in the RICA, I was just normal student because we have studied in the 2019. And from that, we were just learning, we were just, trying to navigate around the practical side of agriculture. And from that, we were learning different ways, how we can make money, how we can try to teach small-scale farmers on how to boost productivity and profitability. And in 2021, I started the journey of, creating content around agriculture because I saw that most of the content that we were getting, most of the course that we were getting, not other people were getting those kind of courses. And I said that, okay, if I can, use social media, that should be better for other young people to see what we are learning, and then to cope what we were learning back. And from that, I started to to showcase what we are learning at Rika in a way that is very simple. Agriculture is a science, and sometimes most of the people didn't understand science. So it's better for you to communicate in a ways which is very simple, so that everybody can really understand what is happening.
Okay.
And one of the best things is when it comes to food, food is universal language. If I can put the caption and say that in Chinese, and you see potato, you will know that it is potato.
Exactly.
So yeah, from that I started to create content around agriculture, and after like 2 years, I was able to, get different chance to connect with different people, especially you from the Ministry of Agriculture as well as the other people, and that also gave me a chance to be, well known when it comes to creating content around agriculture.
Do you remember when you joined Twitter? That's where we know you very well. Most of the people know you on Twitter, which is now X. Do you remember when you joined, and what was your first post on social media?
Okay, I joined it in October 2020, but from that I was just consuming the information. I was just, trying to see that what is happening. You know that when it comes to X, sometimes you go there to see the update. But my journey of content creation started in 2021, in March.
Okay.
And I posted a post when we were harvesting chili pepper.
Oh.
From that, it got like 5 likes. And I said that, this one is not mine, because most of the people were creating content were around entertainment. We're talking about Mbappe and the other people. But for me, coming with agriculture was just new. Except, the ministries and the RAB, which were posting about agriculture, because they're in charge of agriculture. But for me, it was very new, and it got 5 likes. And I posted 5 posts, and the post of 5 got like 10 likes. And I said that maybe I need to do other things. This is not my things of, creating content. But when I created the 7th content, it got a lot of engagement. And I said that, okay.
What was it about?
It was about, I was driving a tractor.
Oh.
Yeah, I was driving a tractor in the field.
And it was your first time driving a tractor and learning it from the School of Conservation Agriculture. That's when you boom.
Yeah, it boomed. Yeah.
So I understand that you are also a farmer by profession. You did study conservation agriculture, but you also practice what you preach. Could you tell us a little bit about that as well?
Okay, as I said back in 2021, I started to share and showcase what I was doing, because when it comes to agriculture, you don't go and share. So you need to do the practice, and then you share what you have been able to learn. So I came up with one of the team. We were a team of 3 people, and we went near to the campus. We rented the land, and then we started to grow different kind of crops. We started with chili peppers, and then we, grow different kind of crops, such as French bean. And from that, okay, we say that we are going to showcase what we are doing, the challenge, the opportunities, to make sure that everybody can really understand agriculture, especially young people. And starting from that, I was able also to visit different farmers, because I don't have money to invest in the dairy farming, but I know some of the people are doing dairy farming and who can, showcase what they are doing, the challenge and the opportunities. So I started to visit different farmers, and I'm proud to say that I have been able to visit farmers in the 30 districts in Rwanda and other countries to make sure that I can showcase what other people are doing.
So is your farm still operational, or you've put it aside and you're now focusing on the communication part of the business?
By now, I'm also growing different kind of crops. And this season, I have French bean.
Oh,
But I put much of the focus on content creation. Yeah.
okay. So we see the logo here, Aglite. What is it?
So Agrat is a youth-ready startup. So we have 10 young people who are also content creator, but who are also doing a business, agriculture as a business. So what we do is to leverage the power of social media to connect young people in agriculture value chain. And we make sure that we connect young people with different opportunities. We connect them with the market and the trainings. And we have been able to work with different organizations because sometimes they need to amplify their message. So I think that most of the people know us around content creation, but what we are doing just right now is beyond content creation.
Okay, I understand. Some people will say that using social media to drive change in agriculture in a country like Rwanda, where most of the farmers are uh, down there in the village, is not a good practice or something tangible. The result won't be much. Why is it important to use social media to drive change in the agriculture sector in Rwanda?
Okay, maybe I can start by sharing different perspectives around agriculture. When you see the percentage of the population involved in agriculture, most of them are old. They are our parents and other people. And if you want to involve more young people in agriculture, you have to use social media because most of the social
You need
media.
to speak their language
Yes, you have to make sure
and
that
find them where they are.
yes.
Okay.
And most of those young people are using social media a lot. They are spending a lot of, time on social media. And sometimes if you want to drive a change, as you said, you have to use social media. You have to showcase what is possible, showcase that agriculture is a professional business. You can do it as a business. It can generate income, can get
Profitable.
a lot of money, yeah, as you said. And when it comes to the rural areas, those young people in rural areas are not left behind because I think that if you can go to sector, district, or said, you can see some of the people are using smartphone because I think that when it comes to Rwanda, our technology is advancing and the digital divide is reducing, which means that connectivity is in also rural areas. And I think that when you are using social media, you are changing the present and the future generation of innovators who are also young people. Yeah.
I totally agree with you. I think it's very important to use social media to drive change around agriculture because the future of agriculture is in the hands of the young people of today, those ones who are using social media a lot. And if they learn something new about agriculture and how you can do agriculture as a business, for sure they will change and join agriculture. So we have seen you on international platforms, international conferences. Do you remember how many conferences have you attended and conferences you've been invited to speak on? What was your first meeting that impressed you most? That made you think, "Oh my God, I'm making it this time."
Okay, I started to attend different conferences in 2022. And the first one was Commonwealth Youth Forum, which took place in Kigali, Rwanda. And starting from that, I have been able to attend different conferences in Egypt, Ghana, Senegal, China, Italy, and other countries. But I can say that one of the conferences which was very, very amazing was the World Youth Development Forum in China. So because I have been able to speak and share my experience as a social media content creator to more than 10,000 attendees. And they
At
were
the
super,
conference in China.
yes, they were super impressed. So that one was one of the exciting conference that I have been able to attend in those other conference.
Okay. So, moving forward, what do you have for us in Aglite?
Okay, in the Agrite, what we are trying to do, we have like 4 areas that we want to focus on. The first one is about content creation, communication, and the knowledge management. So we want to make sure that everybody can really understand the power of innovation in agriculture and a way that we can boost agriculture productivity in Rwanda and profitability because in the end we need money. And
Totally.
the second is about having a research center because we have seen that most of the agriculture fail because there is a few research which were done and some of them are not published very well. So we are trying to make sure that we can also have that kind of a research where we publish actual data of agriculture so that the people can really understand the real data around agriculture. The third one is around having demonstration farm. So we want to have a demonstration farm that can act as a model for the young people. A farm which have greenhouse, a farm which have modern technologies, so that young people can really understand that agriculture
So
is innovation.
that's like an integrated model farm where you can have cattle, can have maize plantations. That would be a big project.
Yeah. So we want to make sure that every young people can really understand agriculture in perspectives of the business.
Okay. So have you ever achieved a level where you think maybe agriculture is not something I should have studied, or it's the other way around?
Yes, agriculture is, I don't know how can I say it, but sometimes every season bring new reason. Because
And
you can
challenges.
grow crops, you harvest very well, you sell to the market, you get a premium price, and then you say that, wow, I have to do it again. And the next season, you did it, and the flood comes or the drought comes, and you harvest nothing. So I remember that in 2023, we have been able to grow French bean, and then the drought came, and we were not able to harvest very well. And from that, we get a huge loss. And I say that, maybe I need to quit this kind of farming. But as I said, if you want to, motivate the other young people to showcase what other young people are doing, you have to share the success stories as well as those challenges. So yeah, that one was a reason because in the next season we were able to collect some of the mistake, putting irrigation systems, doing a lot of research to make sure that you
And the
can boost,
drainage as well,
yes,
to make
productivity.
sure that the flood will never wash away your crops. Thank you very much. Which advice would you give a young people who sees you and admires you as a superstar on social media, but who also want to venture into agriculture?
Okay, I think that I'm not superstar. I'm not a superstar, but I'm trying to maybe leverage on opportunities that I have. Yeah, starting from content creation because most of the people know me because of content creation. I would encourage more young people to do a lot of reading. A lot of reading to know what they are publishing, what they are posting, because the people will come in the comment and ask you different things. And if you are not, knowledgeable about those topics, sometimes you will fail them. The second is about trying to do a lot of practice. And if you don't have a farm, you can go and visit other farmers and then share their experience. From that, people will learn from you and they will see that you are genuine. And the third one is around collaborating with other content creators. So coming to agriculture as a business. If young people want to join agriculture, I think it's better for them to consider it as a business. So they need to have skills, they need to have finance, they need also to have market. Because when you have those things, it's better for you to succeed. And I can say that there is a lot of experts from the Ministry of Agriculture, from RAB, who can support them. So it's up to them to come and join us so that they can harvest a lot of money.
Okay. So some people would say that agriculture is complicated, but in your perspective, who do you call a farmer? Is that someone with 1 acre of a land, or who is a farmer to you, and what should farmers focus on?
Okay, yeah, thank you so much. When it comes to farmer, I can say that a professional farmer. So a professional farmer is someone who do a research before putting seed in the soil. A research around the market, a research around production, do a lot of planning, because when you do that, you are doing it as a business. And a farmer that we need, a farmer that I need to be, is a farmer who can maximize the production on the small land, because the land is decreasing and the population is increasing. So if you can, solve that kind of equation, that should be better for us to be a professional farmer. And
So if someone owns 1 acre of land, is not maximizing profit or production on that land, he shouldn't be considering himself or herself a farmer.
so he's doing that as a hobby. So he's not doing it as a
That's not
business.
farming.
Yeah.
Because farming is a business from
Yes.
from your perspective. So before you go, where can we find you if we need advice on how to create very good content on social media about agriculture and other things we may want to ask you? Where can people find you?
Okay, yeah, thank you so much. If any people need any assistance around content creation, around doing agriculture as a business, they can find me over the social media. So my name is Jean-Claude Niyomugabo over X, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. And they can also find me over the email. My email is gcabraniyomugabo@gmail.com. And they can send me a message to those social media. So yeah,
You will definitely respond and assist them.
yes.
Thank you very much for joining us, and thank you very much for sharing all those very insightful comments that most probably will help us change the way we do things, especially in agriculture as young people. Thank you, Niyomugabo, for coming on the show.
Yeah, thank you so much for the invitation, and I really appreciate.
Thank you. That was Niyomugabo Jean-Claude on Ignite Show. Let's catch up different other episode on Travel with Mazimhaka and UMUNOTA. That's where we'll be posting this episode, both in English and Kinyarwanda. And we stay in touch. Don't forget to subscribe on our YouTube channel and share and give us your comments. My name is Jean-Pierre Mazimhaka. See you next time.